everyone. Happy Friday to you. I am going through the comments left for me on my February makes video. You guys are wonderful, so generous, so kind. I'm going through them and I'm gonna get back to you, okay? Now, I made this tunic. Look how long it is. I probably can't even get it all the way in here. It's super long, and I've made 2 of them since yesterday. Kwik Sew. 3, 9, 5, 4. Can I read that little number? 3954 Kwik Sew. I made it even. I don't have a high-low hem, and it is quite long. Brad thought it was a little bit too long, but you know what? I like long. This is easy and fast, and I'm gonna make more. Well, which came first, the fabric or the pattern? Often it really is the fabric, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to show the pattern first, and this is how I picked these. I found the pattern that I want to sew, and then I thought of fabrics, and I'll show you how I came to decide on the final choice. First pattern. Oh my gosh, I have so much to show you. I have a stack about this tall of vintage 1960s patterns that I've been collecting ever since I got the magazines from Candace. And I went looking at the classified ads on Pattern Review. They do have classifieds, and I found, oh my goodness, Vogue patterns spanning from the 1960s up to present. And this wonderful woman who sold them to me, I won't say her name in case she might want to keep that quiet, but she sold me 26 Vogue patterns for $35. And I was so excited. None of them are cut. This was one of them, Vogue 8469. I love this dress. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna make it for spring. The first fabric that I picked to make it was this rayon challis, which I love, gray and orange and yellow. So I go into my studio and I pick a fabric and I look at the fabric and I look at the pattern, and then I read on the back. Now, you know, they give us fabric ideas. Well, rayon challis was not on the list of fabric ideas. And in looking at the dress, you see that it has a little bit of structure. So I thought, no, this is gonna be too floppy. So then I picked this pretty print, which is kind of what they call a novelty fabric because it has stitching. It has a grid of stitching. And I thought, well, this has a little more structure to it, but then I rejected this because it's sheer. It is sheer, and I don't want to line it, so I thought, no, no, no. And then my eye fell on this. This is a cotton, 100% cotton, with a rather large scale print, which I love. And I said, oh yes, that is the winner. Now, what I try to do is I picture in my mind what the dress is gonna look like, made up in the fabric, in the style. And if you're not a real visual person, I encourage you to try this. Just stop for a moment and think, is that gonna look pretty? I think that this has a very strong chance of being my Easter dress. And again, it is a cotton. Do they recommend cottons? Yes, their very first recommendation is broadcloth, and that tells me that they want something that's gonna hold its shape. So the rayon challis wasn't a good choice. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is another Vogue pattern, and it is 9330. It's got lantern sleeves and a collar, and I thought, okay, I'll go with this cute cotton from Wyndham Fabrics, and I found this cotton on Mart for one of their great sales. I think I paid $3 and change a yard for this. But then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, this is kind of a fashion statement top with those sleeves and a boxy cut. And this fabric, while gorgeous, it's wrinkly because I washed it, but it's not exactly, I guess what I was thinking was the pattern is sort of chic and the fabric is just kind of cute and homey. Yeah, so in the end, I decided to go with a solid. It has little speckles in it. It is a rayon suiting. It does not have stretch. So I think that it will hold the shape of the collar and the sleeves. And it's a solid so that you can see those details when you sew it up. I think if I had used this cotton, the details might have gotten lost in it. Plus, this is a little more chic. And that's how I came to decide on that match right there. Then I thought I'd make a little spring top. I picked this pattern. It has many choices in it. I like all the lines and seaming on it, and I can put little sleeves on it. So the first thing I thought was this beautiful pink, this is a Free Spirit cotton that I bought up at Mart when Brad and I drove up for our anniversary last summer. And yes, we made a day trip of it and had a ball. I think we're gonna do it again. A beautiful Free Spirit cotton. Do they have the designer listed? Piecemeal by Tina Givens. Okay, so I'm not sure what that design is, but I love the colors. However, let's look at that top. That top is not really a candidate for quilting cotton because it needs to have a lot of movement and sort of swish around. So I bid this farewell and I turned to a woven polyester. This is thin, they call it blouseweight. This came from Vogue Fabrics, and it has just such a cute, appealing print on it. And I thought, look how it moves. It's very fluid and light. And so that was the match I made there. Now sometimes when I choose a pattern, fabrics will absolutely leap out. They bust open the glass tower doors and they say, here we are, the decision has been made. So, cute tunic here, you can color block with that bisecting line straight down the front. And it's for knits. Here's what I thought. I just thought this is gonna be too good. We have a stripe in these bright spring colors, and we have a floral in the same bright spring colors. These are both cotton knits, and I thought that this side of the shirt could be stripes going up, and then this side will be the floral, sort of interrupting the stripes, okay? Now, sometimes you're not altogether confident, and this happens to me a lot. However, I don't second guess my sewing decisions. When I've made it, that's what I do. I don't always sew exactly what I've set out to make in perfect order, but usually when I choose the fabric, I'm not going back. It's a decision I've thought about and I've made. So this is gonna get made for that. Well, those are just a few examples of how I choose fabric for patterns. I often toss out the pattern and just start with the fabric because that is easier sometimes. Speaking of fabric, oh, I have new fabric. I have new fabric. I won't show you all of it, but let me just show you a little bit. I got this beautiful floral stripe from Mart. This was my President's Day order when the entire site was 60% off and shipping was half price. So this is a blouse weight woven poly. And, okay, that's Hobby Lobby. Okay, this is a linen cotton from Mart. I flipped for the colors, I flipped for the print, and being linen and cotton, it's just a very nice, beautiful fabric. Summer, springtime dress. I picked up a yard of polyester double georgette, $2.99 a yard by Halston. I figured this would just come in handy. I could use it for my ubiquitous hembands or pocket linings or just, you know, sometimes you need some white fabric. That's a little bit off-white. And then I picked up this Hachi sweater knit in a royal purple, purple everywhere. That was a really good deal. Oh no, it says it's $11.99 a yard, but I got it for 60% off and shipping was $4.99. And then at Hobby Lobby the other day, they had their navy blue. This is a rayon poplin. It's thin, it's fluid, and I love navy. And then, oh, what else was Hobby Lobby? This gorgeous stuff that's gonna be the Vogue dress. That is 100% cotton, no stretch. Really nice colors, navy blue and salmon. And then this was another cotton that was marked $3 a yard. Now I know it looks a little bit perhaps juvenile, but I'm gonna do a big gathered skirt with a black cropped top. There's more, but we're gonna end this now at 13 minutes. I hope that this might give you a little bit of direction with matching up your patterns to fabric. Definitely go by the guidelines that they set up right there on the pattern. They give you fabric suggestions and they design the patterns, so they are gonna know best what fabric will work. Happy sewing, everyone. Thanks again for all of your support. And I'll be back soon to show you, oh look, more trim from Hobby Lobby. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll be back to show you more patterns out the wazoo. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Bye.